Hey guys, welcome to the season finale of Season 3 at Brentford. We have a lot on the line today, trying to guarantee Champions League football for next season for the club. We currently sit 5th, but it's not Tottenham that have gone above us. They are yet to play their game in hand. It's Manchester United that have gone above us. They've played 36 games now, and are 2 games played more than Tottenham down in 6th, as you can see there. So there's a number of teams still vying for that 4th spot. Liverpool in 3rd aren't necessarily safe yet either. With 3 games to go for ourselves and Liverpool, the gap is 4 points. With 2 games to go for Manchester United, the gap's 2 points. And with 4 games to go for Spurs, the gap is 5. We have Liverpool to play today to begin the episode. We have Spurs to play today to end the episode. What the hell is going to happen at the end of this season? I don't know. One thing we know for sure: Leicester City, champions. Manchester City can only earn 12 more points. The gap is 15. Leicester City are champions of the Premier League in Season 3 in this save. A massive congratulations to them. I think that's the first time anyone other than the Big Six has won the top flight outside of me ever, I think. First time anyone other than City, United, Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea or Arsenal have won the Premier League in any save outside of myself as the user ever. So, biggest of GGs to Leicester City for managing to pull that off in this save. West Brom are relegated. They are 11 points from safety with 6 points available to them. Norwich City relegated. 10 points from safety with 6 points available to them. Newcastle absolutely still in the fight. 3 games to play for them. They can go level on points with Watford, and their goal difference is better than Watford should they win that game in hand. So Newcastle are arguably the favourites to stay up, but it is always better to have points on the board than games in hand. And Southampton and Watford will be hoping, and Leeds United as well for that matter, that they can stay above the relegation zone with the points they have on the board, rather than Newcastle get those points from their games in hand. So we start. Actually, you'll notice on the. I might be in the way. On the right-hand side, there's no way for me to make it any higher. The game underneath me, Liverpool-Brentford, just so happens to be a certain Manchester City versus Tottenham. So, another twist as 2nd play 6th, 3rd play 5th. And Chelsea in 7th play Wolves in 8th, which could help decide their European ambitions as well. I could go any which way today at all. We're at full strength, at full fitness, other than, of course, the long-term injury to Mbeumo. Liverpool on the 30th of April. Burnley a week later on the 6th of May. And then Tottenham on the 14th at home. The side that knocked us out of the Europa League at the quarter-final stage yesterday. The side that denied us the opportunity to qualify via the Champions League by winning that Europa League. They could deny us qualifying for the Champions League by beating us to it in the league as well. But if we can beat Liverpool here, we'll put ourselves in a wonderful position. It's not going to be easy though, is it? Liverpool and Tottenham, and what's the big Burnley are the ones that actually decide everything. Here we go. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on Season 4, or of course the first season of brand new FIFA 22 content just around the corner. But for now, one aim in our minds for this season finale: qualify for the Champions League. Alisson in goal for Liverpool. Trent, Ben Davies, Ibrahima Konate and Andrew Robertson. Paqueta, Fabinho and Lo Celso in the midfield 3. And the front 3 with Diogo Jota, the chosen centre-forward false 9. Romelu Lukaku on the bench, as well as Ruben Neves. We'll try. Paqueta, little back heel. Fabinho. Hoping that Manchester City can do us a favour today. Although, I can't remember whether it was the last match day yesterday or at some point during the episode, certainly. City lost away from home at Chelsea, so they're not, with nothing to play for now really, having lost the title to Leicester. I don't know how determined they would be. Oh, I shouldn't have played that pass. I hate everything. Tony was onside to the very last moment, and as I committed, I should have played the pass there with the first touch. And we might not get many other opportunities to get in behind the Liverpool defence today. And we are going to need other teams probably to do us favours. It has happened before. We've been very lucky a number of times in saves where teams have pulled out results or failed to do what they need to do. But we have also found over the course of time that we've failed to do what we need to do in other saves, in other seasons, and everything has come down around us, unfortunately, whether that be at the top flight or on the way up through, missing out on promotion. So we can't take anything for granted. You guys know that we don't do do-overs. We don't ensure that we're victorious in any save that we do. We play once, and whatever happens, happens. So rest safe in the knowledge that if we do make top 4 today, we did it first time round. And if we don't, that's because I wasn't good enough on the day. To Fabinho. Lifted into Lucas Paqueta, whose chest control is wonderful. Sends Josh De Silva entirely. Nice block by Jensen, but it falls to Diogo again, who is dropping deep, but you would expect that with the false 9 formation. Mo Salah tucked in a different position. Zuma blocks that shot, and we will work that away calmly and composed in fashion. It's not actually the man breaking in the middle I was looking for. It's the man out wide in Benrahma, but we couldn't get it to him. Half an hour played here. The point didn't really help either side. How the ball has not been even remotely touched there by the defender, I'm not sure. Away, please, Eric. Thank you. The point doesn't do anyone any favours. Both sides pretty desperate for the victory. I, at the minute, can't seem to get out my own half. Which doesn't necessarily help my chances of victory. Diogo Jota back to Fabinho. You can see they've had 76% possession so far in the opening 35 minutes. So I could certainly be doing better than we are right now. But we do finally have the ball in their half. But I don't get far. Not long till half-time. Still 0-0 in this game. At half-time, City lead Tottenham by 2-1. Please, Pep, pull that off. Why quickly to Damsgaard, and Søndergaard is there. Not necessarily being shown up as not having the quality since being drafted in. Erla Søndergaard. And he gets himself an assist here as we score to take the lead at Anfield. We'll go and celebrate with the travelling Brentford fans. With City winning 2-1 at half-time and us now winning here, we could be going a giant step closer towards Champions League football next year. Konate gave a good old tug at Ivan Toney's shirt. If it had gone down there, it probably wouldn't have been a red card with other defenders around. But Toney buries it beautifully, and we find ourselves in front here. Toney's 26th goal of the Premier League season, which I think is more than he scored last year. I'd have to check last season's season finale, but he did get the Golden Boot in the Premier League last year, and he's well on the way to getting the Golden Boot again this year. We'll find out at the end of the episode. But for now, he's the one that's made the difference, as he has done so many times for Brentford in real life and in this save. We are in front against Liverpool, and it could be huge, not only for our top 4, but for their top 4 too. Big tackle by Trent Alexander-Arnold there as I was about to whip that to Benrahma at the back post. Vital interception. Trent, he's looked long. There's been a goal in the City game as well. No, Tottenham have scored a second. Tottenham are level. Well, we need to make sure that we keep this lead then. If Tottenham are going to be at least getting something from that City game, we need to make sure that we get at least the same, but hopefully the win regardless in this fixture. Oh, so annoying. But Tottenham have pulled the goal back, and Liverpool might be doing something similar here themselves if it weren't for a great save by David Raya. Flying away to his left-hand side to deny the shot from Diogo Jota that was destined for the top corner if it weren't for the interception from the Spaniard. Fingertip stuff to get that round the post. Top quality stop. They're making a change. I think it was Curtis Jones coming on for Lucas Paqueta. Indeed it was. Up we go. Mane's won the header, and that's not quite going to find the far corner in front of the Kop. Past the post. Up we go, please, Ivan. He's won it. He's headed it straight to them, but he won the header at least. Mane to Diogo Jota. Oh, he skipped away from me. I think I'd rather play against the physicality of Lukaku than the trickery of players like Jota and Mane. Oh, Salah brings that down nicely, but it's going to fall very kindly for me. I have to go backwards here as I didn't quite have the options forwards. Oh, Fabinho tried to get there and couldn't. And Cernagar could maybe set himself up with another assist here. Looking for Ivan Toney. Will go for the same finish as last time with the same result too. Brentford 2, Liverpool 0. We'll celebrate in a similar fashion. Don't hurt yourselves, lads. Christ. Look like a broken rib for Jensen there. Sliding in chest first into the barrier. Let's go! Big result if we can hold on to this. Now, City, score another, please. Ruben Neves coming on for Liverpool, for Giovanni Lo Celso to try and spark a revival. Trent back to Curtis Jones. They've made 2 changes in their midfield with Jones coming on for Paqueta as well earlier, as you saw. I don't know whether to close Trent down or try... Oh, it's an excellent weight of pass, and Salah doesn't pass up opportunities like that, does he? Liverpool are back in the game. I didn't know whether to close Trent down or try and go with Salah. In the end, I got caught in between the two. Salah actually got in behind Eric Bailly as well, and then has thumped that home. His 19th goal of the Premier League season. And with 9 minutes to go, our comfortable 2-0 margin is now a very nervy 1-goal advantage. Not long to go. I need to hold on to this. Forward to Benrahma. That Liverpool press is strong, and Konate's won that back. It's Curtis Jones, Robertson, Salah. Just doing enough for Bailly on this occasion against Mo Salah to outmuscle him. Didn't get the chance to do that when Salah raced through for his goal. The Liverpool press was still come strong. I nearly cut them apart. Davies turns well. We need to stand firm ourselves. They've got a number of bodies forward here as well. I'm going to lunge for that because it's a heavy touch by Jota, and we've done just enough to win that back. And we should be able to do just enough to keep it with us as well. Oh, he says as he's giving it away, but we're trying to force them backwards. There's 60 seconds left in the game. Andy Robertson playing at centre forward now as Liverpool look to try and get the equaliser. And Mane. And Salah. And Curtis Jones with the overhead. Oh, final whistle. I thought for a moment something horrible happened. They'd end up with a penalty, whether it brushed an arm or something. But no, a win at Anfield by 2-1. Imagine if Curtis Jones had put that overhead kick top of the bloody goal. Oh, well, I moaned yesterday that Tottenham scored their only 2 goals in the Europa League, or 2 goals from their only 2 shots in the game, but we've just done exactly the same to Liverpool. Oh, Spurs equalised against City. So, as we head into the game against Burnley, we are 4th. 3 points clear of Tottenham, who have a game in hand, and the goal difference is +2 in our favour. Tottenham's game in hand is against Aston Villa away. So if they win it, which you expect they will, they have to win it by 2 or more to go above us in the table. So, as it stands, it's not entirely in our hands. Unless Spurs don't win, or do win, but win by less. Actually, no, it is in our hands, because we play Spurs. So even if they win that game in hand by 10 goals, come level with us on 67, we then both win match day 37, and are both on 70 points, we play Tottenham. So it is in our hands, regardless of what happens with Tottenham now. It's in our hands. Beat Burnley, beat Tottenham, top 4. Burnley, Wayne Hennessy in goal for them. Zafo, Christensen, Costas and Charlie Taylor. Goodmanson, Court, Westwood and McNeil. Westwood confirmed as retiring at the end of the season. Jonathan Rodriguez alongside Luke de Jong. New in real life, Barcelona signing Luke de Jong. Why Barcelona need to sign someone as, dare I say, average as Luke de Jong just shows the state of that football club right now. But he'll probably do the business for Burnley against me here, now that I've said that. We said that it's in our hands, so win, and it goes to the final day against Spurs for that 4th spot. Lose or draw, and it could be over before we get there. Someone scored at Anfield, but that result doesn't affect us now, I don't think. Or does it? I'm not sure. Jensen trying to get it round the corner quickly. Someone scored at Anfield. Someone scored at Turf Moor. It's Said Benrahma. Brentford lead by a goal to nil. Leicester, having already won the league, don't really care about losing at Anfield now, to be honest, do they? We certainly do care about winning here at Burnley, and we've put ourselves in a great position early doors. Just had the extra man over. Jensen needed the time to turn and find the pass. Find it he did. Wasn't actually anywhere near as in the corner as I wanted it to be from Said Benrahma. He smacked that right down the bloody middle of the goal, but the shot power's too much for Wayne Hennessy, and we're in front. Into Jonathan Rodriguez. I mean, Bailly's just run up, bounced off him, and the ball's bobbled free. Josh De Silva to Søndergaard, out wide to Tariq Lamptey. And you can see that we're currently in fourth, but it's so tight between even ourselves, Liverpool and Manchester United, let alone Tottenham. We'll play that pass. No, what a block by Andreas Christensen. I thought the keeper's come out. I'll play the pass. We should be able to turn that home. Not able to do so. Keeper's going to come for this. Hennessy gets to it. Søndergaard will try and get to this first. And to be fair, nobody from Burnley is going to try and close him down. Still. So dip. He didn't. Jensen. Out to Benrahma. And Ivan Toney. Søndergaard. I'm just waiting for that support to arrive. It did, but I wasn't really able to find a way to get it to any of that support. Søndergaard seems rather slow on the acceleration there. But he steals that away from Luke de Jong. And he could immediately be on the back foot. From their striker to the back of their net in just 2 passes. Brentford 2, Burnley 0. Boos ring out around Turf Moor. Not happy, these Burnley fans, with the way that that ball went quickly from their front line to, well, back to the halfway line. Passing to Jensen, pass to Toney, back of the net. That's how quickly Ivan can score against you. And this game has just gotten away from Burnley now, and probably too far away from them. McNeil. Lamptey's quite comfortably taken that off him there. And the Burnley fans have been doing some booing already. And if we score any more, those boos might get louder. Sean Dyche, well, I guess no. There is never ever the threat in FIFA career, is there, that a manager would lose his job. The managers are always the same. There is no managerial market on FIFA. Certainly an obvious next step for something career mode wise, and something that we push for with the Game Changers program, but not anything that we've seen not anything that's seen the light of day yet. Jadon Sancho gives Manchester United a 2-0 lead, which is important for them in their hunt to try and get European football next year. It's been a strange season with Leicester winning the league and so many bigger sides in the lower reaches of the European spots, if not outside of the European spots, and at times outside of the top 10. But we're inside the top 10, we're inside the top 4 at the moment, and we'll be staying there when we win this game. And I say when, not if. Jensen, Søndergaard, Da Silva, Toney. Penalty given somewhere, but where? Oh, United have got a pen. They were already winning that game. Søndergaard to Toney. I can't get away from Andreas Christensen, but Christensen's giving it straight back to me. Giving it straight back to Jack Cork. 3-1 to United now against Leeds. We should really not only refer to Manchester United as United, should we? There are so many other Uniteds, including my own Cambridge. It's a bit unfair to refer to Manchester United as the sole United. It just shows their dominance and the size of the club. The dominance in the 90s was just unparalleled, and early 2000s as well. Just outrageous football club that just couldn't help but win almost anything they put their hand to. Let's see what we can do, though. Brentford are just Brentford. There's no United or City or Athletic or anything about them. Oh, Ivan Toney is very athletic, though. Left foot, top corner. More boos again around Turf Moor. You'll love to see it. And hear it, evidently, too. Leicester have scored a second at Anfield and turned it around. We said earlier they probably didn't care that they were 1-0 down at Anfield, having already won the league title. Still fighting for pride, Leicester City. They've turned it completely on its head at Anfield. And Liverpool, after losing to us, are now losing to Leicester too. That's a nice ball. Over to Taylor. could deliver it. He's got the space to do so. Finds the ball short to Brownhill. He tries to deliver, and Jensen is in the way. 7 minutes to go. Burnley have pressed and tried to get themselves back in the game, or at least a consolation goal, but it's not to be on this occasion. Back to Brownhill. Lamptey's in the way, and that will be all she wrote for Burnley. Sorry, lads. A 3-0 defeat at home. It's a big result for us. Important result for us. With Tottenham's game in hand on the horizon, just making sure we got a victory of any sort, really, was vital. Man United win 4-2 away from home at Ellen Road. A lot of away victories there, including our own. So Tottenham still with 2 games in hand. So Tottenham could still come level with us for the final day, but we're in 3rd now. We could still finish 5th or 6th. Oh, let's get to the final day. Let's see what the situation looks like when we get there. I can't quite believe it, but as we approach this game against Spurs, go away, Mag Homer, they have drawn both of their games in hand. No, they've lost 1 and drawn 1 of their games in hand, Tottenham. They can't catch us. They've thrown it away. Champions League football is out of Tottenham's hands. And that's why I said at the other end of the table, it's always important to more important to have the points on the board than the games in hand. Games in hand can be lost. Points on the board stay where they are. Unbelievable from Tottenham, though. A 1-1 draw with Leicester, which is a very difficult game, to be fair. But they lost away from home against Aston Villa in their first game in hand. A result that moved Villa up to 11th from 12th. So, as we head into the final day then, we're 3rd, United are 4th, Liverpool are 5th. So we could still finish outside of a Champions League spot. Liverpool have Leeds away, who've just lost to Man United, so you'd expect Liverpool to win that game. Man United have Southampton away. You'd expect them to win that game. And we obviously have Tottenham. So if I draw, then Liverpool will go above us if they win because the goal difference is already better than us. But if we win, we're guaranteed 3rd. If we draw, we could finish 5th. Or 4th. Or even still 3rd. So it all comes down to this. Why am I saving it? It's Brentford versus Spurs on the way. Tottenham knocked us out of the Europa League and denied us the opportunity to qualify for the UCL that way. I don't know if they're still in that competition, actually. Haven't checked. Hugo Lloris in goal for them on this time, rather than Galini. Doherty, Kjær, Denea and Reguilon. Jack Clark and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Niall John, Conrad Lima and Heung-min Son with Harry Kane. So it certainly was a weaker side that they were putting out in the Cup in Europe. But they've still got some questionable decisions in there with Niall John and still Jack Clark playing out of position at centre mid or CDM. Please don't deny me European football at Champions League level twice in one season, Tottenham. Henry into De Silva and across to Jensen. Looking for Ivan Toney. Jason Denayer doing enough to slow me up, make me turn and force the mistake. Matt Doherty at right back rather than right wing back. They're only playing 4 at the back. Doherty, certainly at Wolves, was very familiar. Oh, United have scored again at St Mary's against Southampton. That's important for us to note. That means that they are now above us in the table. As it stands, they were only 1 point behind. John with the ball in, De Silva with the header away. Oh, dearie me. This is nervy now. Doherty, hopefully, is a weak link in their defensive line. And with only Niall John in front of him, I think that side of the field could be a good area for us to try and exploit. Mikkel Damsgaard hasn't been amazing for us in this season, though. When he first came in, he made an instant impact, but he's been quiet this year, I have to be honest. I've not been overly impressed with Mikkel Damsgaard the past 12 months in this save. So I may well be looking to not necessarily replace him in the squad, but perhaps replace him in the starting lineup with a new signing next year, depending on what our budget looks like. That, actually, the table doesn't look like that at the moment, because Man United are winning their game, and they're above us as it stands. Oh, now's when Mikkel Damsgaard pops up with a goal that could, guarantee us Champions League football. But as it stands, United are above us, but we're still fourth. We're still fourth because we've not heard anything about the Liverpool game. So Champions League is still on for us at the moment. Jensen, well blocked by Jason Denier. It's just that it would be fourth place, not third place, as United took the lead at St Mary's, as we heard. Another goal at St Mary's. Southampton have equalised. It's 1-1. That didn't take long. Go on, Saints. I think their goal difference was better than ours, though, so we may still be fourth. Oh, I looked at Liverpool's goal difference. I didn't pay attention to Man United's. Oh, I can't remember what their goal difference was. I think theirs was better than ours, though. As was Liverpool's. Damsgaard with the delivery. Looking for the man at the back post. Can't find him. Under control. Try and get away from Matt Doherty. Find Ivan Toney. His support from De Silva on his left. And Hugo Lloris makes the save. It's going to be a roller coaster of an afternoon here at the Brentford Community Stadium, because any number of scenarios could transpire with the way that the league table is going to end up. It's a shame they don't show you a live league table. That would be great, especially when there's enough on the so much on the line here like this. If you could have like a little pop-up that you could bring up and put down that was a live league table, so you could see exactly what was happening elsewhere in the league and you knew exactly what was going on. That would be brilliant. Unfortunately, we don't have that. I don't think something like that's ever been mentioned before, so maybe it's something I could bring up to the devs as something for a future edition. Who knows? You'll have to let me know in the comment section what you think of that. We might have just thought of something we could add to career mode in future years. Josh De Silva down the line to Rico Henry. I'm going to go in there first and then around the corner. In behind Matt Doherty. Mikkel Damsgaard gets past one. Shot's decent. Lloris holds it. 5 to go in the first half. Zoo through to Jensen. Søndergaard short. Ivan Toney didn't quite make the run I needed. Damsgaard has made a great run, but Doherty deals with it. Hugo Lloris back to Jason Denier. Spins well and into Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Back to Reguilon. Looks like we're going to be ending the first half at 0-0, rather uneventfully, but wait and see what the scorelines are like at half-time. We've heard nothing of the Liverpool game, so I presume, probably poorly, that they're still drawing in that game. They are in fact winning against Leeds, and we hadn't heard about that. Chelsea are winning in their game. Man United are back in front against Southampton. It's 2-1 there. City winning their game. So I believe as it stands, we're 5th. I think we're 5th at the moment. That's not good. That's really not good. Where are we? Yeah. Yeah, we're 5th. Liverpool winning and us drawing. Liverpool go above us on goal difference. Man United are above us on points. As it stands, we're 5th. Shit. Let's score a goal. Højbjerg through the gap to Lima and Harry Kane. A goal in the Leeds game. No! Second goal for Liverpool. It's not what we needed. This could be what I do need, though. Søndergaard! The youngster steps in as Brian Mbeumo's out for months. Oh, he might have just sent us to the Champions League. Early in beauty. Oh, Hugo Lloris hangs his head in shame, but it was just really well worked. Pulled the defence this way and that. Yes, Søndergaard! I knew the Scandinavian ethos of this club was worthwhile. Come on! Jack Clark. He's got the option out wide of Niall John. Rico Henry closing him down. Just make sure I don't overrun in any direction. That's the only thing with quick players, like really quick players. They're great at getting back into position, but sometimes you can sprint a little bit too far. Get to that Tarek. He's done beautifully well. Both players are asking the referee for foul, and as such, he didn't give anything. Ivan Toney. Needs some support. It is arriving. De Silva out wide to Ben Rama. I'll look for him. Now would be a great time for Toney to score a headed goal. He's not going to get the chance. Less than 25 minutes between us and Champions League football for next season. Tottenham have denied us the chance to qualify for the Champions League in one competition, and they're going to continue to try and deny us qualifying for the Champions League via another competition. Niall John off, and on in his place is Lucas Moura. Oh, third goal for Man United. 3-1 there. We cannot afford to concede here. We really cannot afford to concede because everyone else is doing their bit for their club. With regards to the other sides fighting for top four, Søndergaard looking for Ivan Toney, not finding him. 15 to go. We know that Liverpool are winning. We know that Man United are winning. But so far, we know that we're winning too. And that's enough. I don't know whether Tottenham were able to get through their semi-final in the Europa League. Whether this is their only... Well, no, they can't. We saw earlier that they can't make it to the Champions League via a league finish. So they need to still hope that they're in the Europa League. I don't know whether they are or not. But if you're a Tottenham fan, you need to hope that they're still in the Europa League in this save. Otherwise, they will have no Champions League football next season. Jensen. Oh, Ivan Toney's free. Ivan Toney! Yes! It had to be him to seal it, didn't it? Your Premier League top goal scorer 2 years in a row. Ivan Toney sends Brentford Football Club to the Champions League. 2-0 against Spurs with minutes to go. Knock us out of one competition and deny us Champions League football in one competition, will ya? I'll still get there. Let's go. Lamptey. Benrahma. Into the middle. Referee, do me a favour. These fans have waited. Is there a cheer at all? There is a big cheer. The fans surely know it too. That's Champions League football for us this season. Or for next season, finishing 3rd in the Premier League. We went 8th, up 2 to 6th. We expected up 2 to 4th for the end of this year, but we've gone one better. Spurs didn't have a single shot. They should have played their weaker side. They got the better of me in Europe. Liverpool win. Leicester win 3-0 as well to end the season strong. And we'll finish 3rd, albeit 19 points off the top of the Premier League. So if we want to challenge for the title next year, we're going to have to go a bloody long way. 7 points off second place City, but a point clear of United, who were a point clear of Liverpool. Tottenham in the end finished down in 8th. They could have finished 3rd, and they finished 8th. Spursy. Very, very Spursy. Congratulations, Leicester City. They've won that competition. Prize money for 3rd place is £173.5 million. I'll advance now to the end of this second season. And we can have a look and see if Tottenham did make it into the Champions League via the Europa League. And how all of the other European competitions went. And of course, have a look through our squad. And see who's grown and have a think about what we might do in the transfer window. Oh, I can't believe we've actually managed to pull it off. 3rd place in the Premier League. Let's go. I'm here already, so you might as well stay with me now. So, actually, what those emails quickly. The Netherlands international manager's job. No, thank you. Don't care about any of those transfer... or any of those contracts expiring, sorry. And we're going to take a sizable amount with us to next season with 15 odd million pounds going into the budget across with us. So, the Premier League this year ended with Leicester on top, City 2nd, Brentford 3rd, Man United 4th. You've seen that already. Arsenal only 10th. Relegated. Oh, Newcastle did fall into the relegation zone. West Brom, Norwich, Newcastle, Southampton, Leeds and Watford. And Burnley up on 38 points as well. A lofty 14th for them. I can't quite believe we've been able to finish in 3rd. The FA Cup was won by Manchester City over Leicester. Congratulations to them. The Carabao Cup, won by Manchester City over Spurs. A cup double for the Manchester side. The Super Cup was won by Real Madrid over Chelsea. The Champions League this year was won by Manchester City. A cup treble for City this year. Wow, massive congratulations to them. The Europa League. They lost the semi-final Spurs. They had Leipzig. They won their first leg 1-0 away and lost 2-0 at home. Red Bull Leipzig went through and they ended up beating Napoli as well. Leipzig win the Europa League and will be in the Champions League next year. Congratulations to them. Other leagues then. Who's going to be joining us in the Premier League from the Championship next season? That will be Crystal Palace and Fulham. Bournemouth, Bristol City, Blackburn and Sheffield United will fight it out in the playoffs. Relegated. Millwall, Ipswich and Sunderland, both of which not really cut out for that level. 26 points for Ipswich, 22 for Sunderland, 38 for Millwall and 42 for Luton in 21st. Peterborough, unfortunately, survive. In League One, Rotherham and Hull are back at Championship level with QPR, Wycombe, Portsmouth and Doncaster vying it out via the playoffs. Relegated are Wigan, Swindon, Shrewsbury and Mansfield Town. In League 2, Fleetwood, Bradford and Rochdale automatically promoted. Only a point between the three of them. Scunthorpe, Forest Green, Exeter and Walsall will fight it out by the playoffs. Cambridge 15th, Yuck, Harrogate and Tranmere at the bottom of that particular league and would have been relegated into the National League were it on the game, which it won't be for FIFA 22. All of the rumours come to a close as there was an article, I'll mention this at the beginning of another video, there was an article released by EA today. As I record this, I put a tweet out. Wrexham from the National League will be in FIFA 22 in the rest of the world section, and they are the only National League side added to FIFA 22. It's no real surprise considering who their new owners are that they've managed to wangle their way onto the game. Paris Saint-Germain, with 105 points, dominate French football last season. In the Bundesliga, Bayern by 3 points from Dortmund. It's close at the top, but still Bayern come out on top. And Juventus by 2 points from Roma, by 3 points from Inter Milan, and AC Milan a further 14 points behind. Napoli down in 7th, and having lost the Europa League final, no Champions League football for them next year. In Spain, actually, where did Leipzig finish? Because if they finished in a Champions League position, it would be in the league, wouldn't it? Just out of quick curiosity, Leipzig finished 5th, so they get the Champions League spot, and a Europa League spot will go to someone else in their league. La Liga Santander, Real Madrid on goal difference, or head-to-head, as it is in Spain actually, win the league from Atleti. Barcelona back on 85 points only. Wow, what a title fight in Spain. That's outrageous. And just personally, as we built a bit of an affiliation with the side this year, oh, they're back in La Liga Smartbank, are they? Mallorca promoted up to La Liga again. Congratulations, Los Rojas. Up again. Right, so with regards to the board, only a 78 managerial rating. We didn't do the youth objective. We apparently weren't able to keep a clean sheet streak in 3 away games of more than 2 games. Ugh. Financially, salary growth was 4%, so we should be able to get that. Europa League spot via the league. We've got Champions League. We didn't do the FA Cup one, but we have finished now the long-term goal of finishing in a Champions League spot within 4 seasons. We've done it within 3. And obviously, continentally, we didn't reach the final of the Europa League, unfortunately. But we will be taking quite a bit of money with us to next season. And hopefully, now we're a Champions League side, we should have, I'm hoping, upwards of 80 or 90 million pounds to spend. Because we've been in the Premier League for 3 seasons now. A lot of prize money accrued. 2 seasons in Europe now. And now Champions League football as well. Surely they've got to have a decent budget next year. David Raya will be replaced as our starting goalkeeper next season. I'm sorry, but it really is starting to cost us in some sim games. And who knows where we may well have been if we were winning more sim games. So next year, we're going to challenge for the title if we can with a much higher rated starting goalkeeper. Raya will still play a decent amount of football for us though. Bertelsen up 4 to 70. Matthew Cox only up 2. Rico Henry stayed where he is and is supposedly at his peak. Thompson up 2. Gordon up 2. Simikas up 1 since coming in, which is good news. Zuma has reached his peak supposedly at 85. Similarly, Eric Bailly at 82. Samuelson up 3 to 62, but he'll go back out on loan again. Fredrickson up 5 to 73, which is good, but still probably back out on loan again. Sturm up 3 to 67. Pontus Jansson still 75. No decline yet, though, so still able to play a part. Up 2 for Umar Solet, which is good news. Röslu continually growing, up another 2. Tarek Lamptey up 4 to 82. Great growth from him on the right-hand side. Onana up 2 to 75. Janelt peaked at 78. We might sell him. Depends what he's worth. Enough, probably. If we need to strengthen, well, we want to strengthen in depth, don't we, really, with quality. Andreasen up 6. Wow. Rasmussen up 4. Berg peaked at 79. I might sell him on 2, actually. Bidstrup peaked and leaving. Magoma peaked and leaving. Reed up to 64, but I'm not sure if he's leaving. No, he's on the transfer list. I don't think his contract expires yet. No, he's still got a long way to go. De Silva up 3 to 86 for us this season. Lunda up 3 to 66. Jensen has peaked to 81, but hopefully dynamic potential will kick in for him next year for another strong season. Jurgensen up 4 to 65. Zambrook leaves us, I think, as his contract expires, up 2 to 70. Benrahma supposedly peaked to 84, but again, hoping dynamic potential kicks in. Erla Søndergaard, 76 rated, up 3. Will still have a part to play next year, of course, as Mbermo is going to be continually injured. Fredrik Olsen up 2. Lindgren up 3. Wisser up 1 and now peaked. Damsgaard up 1 and now peaked. And Mbermo still out for another 4 months. So won't be available till at least November. 84 rated now, though. He was 85, actually, so he's actually regressed because of the injury. Brian Mbermo, that's a shame. Presley up 2. I think he's going out on loan next year, is he? He is, to Red Bull Salzburg. Elliot Weaver up 3 to 78. Scored a very important headed goal for us yesterday. Ivan Toney up 3 to 85. Still not peaked. And Marcus Forss out on loan at Fiorentina up 1 to 75. With regards to statistics, top goal scorer this year. Again, Ivan Toney. 30 goals in 37 in the Premier League. Exceptional year for Ivan Toney again. 16 for Benrahma, and then only single digits for everybody else in the squad. We've scored quite a few goals this year, but we may well have scored less than we did last year. I'm not sure, actually. Benrahma with 13 in the Premier League. Mbermo with 4, 6 for Søndergaard, 6 for Jensen. Only 2 for Mikkel Damsgaard. 33 games, almost 50 games total, and less goal contributions than Erla Søndergaard with half as many performances. Damsgaard might be on his way out, lads, I tell you. Assist-wise, Jensen with 15 leads the way. Benrahma with 12, 9 in the Prem, 7 in the Prem for Ivan Toney, 12 for him total, and again, single figures for everybody else. That rounds out... Actually, no, let's show you the Golden Boot winner. Of course, you saw... We mentioned that Ivan Toney won it. He did quite considerably ahead of Richarlison. Assist-wise... Actually, let's see if there were... Well, assist-wise, Jensen. Any other Brentford players on there? Benrahma, 13th with 13, rather apt. And nobody else made it into the top 25. Jensen with 11 assists was the most creative player in the Premier League last year. Benrahma with 9 as well. Toney with 7. Any others in there? No. Clean sheet-wise, we didn't keep many. 11's not bad, but I think we had 13 last year, was it? With David Raya, 13, I think. But certainly we could have gotten more, and hopefully we will get more with a new goalkeeper next year. That will bring us to a close for today's episode. That will bring us to a close for this season. But Season 4 will start tomorrow, the final season of this save, the final season of FIFA 21. And depending on when I get access to FIFA 22, I'm hoping we'll finish this season. We might not. We'll have to play it by ear. We'll finish Season 4. I'm aiming to finish Season 4. We should finish Season 4 before launch of FIFA 22. But hopefully you guys will join me for Season 4, where we will have a lot of money to spend and we aim to win as much as possible. As of yet, I haven't really won anything at Brentford, other than perhaps the hearts of the fans, and what's more important than that? Silverware. Right, I'll see you in Season 4. Ta-da!